teacher-student relationships don't just happen, they're intentional.
Paying attention, serious attention, to the relational component of what takes place on a campus is going to require time, patience, money, and commitment. But I want you to hear this. Making the commitment to relationship building will repay itself 1,000-fold in terms of elevating the campus social, emotional environment and ensuring student success. It's going to require more of the school than providing short-term workshops and seminars. Giving first few days of the year attention to relationship building isn't enough. It's just not enough. Changing the way in which we relate to students may for many of us require a paradigm shift, and paradigm shifts require weeks and even months of practice before they are finally embedded in our behavior patterns. Now, Dr. Dennis Coates is a recognized behavior modification specialist. He's the author of the Train to Ingrain guidebook. Coates says, it's no mystery why so many first-class training courses have failed to produce behavioral change. A well-designed 3-day or even a week-long course may do a good job of introducing a new skill, that is, creating knowledge and familiarity, but given what needs to happen in the brain, these courses are simply incapable of establishing new behavior patterns. He says if you want to improve the employees' or the teacher's performance, you must rewire the old network that enables the old behavior pattern. It means rewiring it in the brain. And even in the best case, this means the desired behavior will need to be repeated and reinforced for several months. And Coates says, make it ongoing, not just 3 or 4 days or a week-long commitment. Making ongoing reinforcement a permanent feature of learning and performance improvement programs is an achievable goal, and it will be worth the effort. And then we have the recent research from University College of London. It says it may take practicing a new behavior over 2 months, 66 days on average, before that behavior becomes habitual. It's called the 66-day rule. Schools that want to create the positive social, emotional climate that is essential in ensuring student success must commit to providing an ongoing process for building caring relationships.
However, when schools and teachers make that sort of intentional commitment to relationship building, the transformation can be amazing. Here are 2 examples of educational institutions that have made the intentional commitment by implementing an intentional, ongoing process for relationship building called ARC for Teachers. The first example is the Aldine Independent School District, Houston.
Wanda Bamberg, who is the superintendent of the Aldine School District, she says that if we want the test scores to go up, enabling students, enabling teachers to relate to their students is at least as important as enabling them to teach the curriculum, because kids learn best from teachers who care about them. Now, there's some really important research that backs up Dr. Bamberg's statement. This research was performed in the Aldine School District at 25 secondary schools, and it broke kids up into 2 categories: those who strongly agree that a teacher at their school cares about them, and those who strongly disagree that a teacher at the school cares about them. And the study revealed that the students who strongly agree that a teacher likes them and cares about them were more than twice as likely to pass the state-mandated STAR 9th grade Algebra 1 exam. Approximately 1.5 times more likely to pass the state-mandated STAR 9th grade English 1 exam. They were absent from school an average of 1 less day. They're proven to have a 23.6% decrease in the rate of misbehavior incidences compared to students who did not feel that a teacher cares about them.
The second example is Cypress Springs High School, Cy-Fair Independent School District, Houston.
I just wanted you to hear what can happen if a school makes an ongoing commitment to a program or a process of relationship building on their campus. And I'm going to ask Kelly Andrews and Chris George, who are teacher and administrator at Cypress Springs here in South Carolina ISD, to talk about the impact of an ongoing program on their campus. Kelly?
Good morning. I just wanted to share how art can be effective on a high school campus also. So at Cypress Springs 2 years ago, we began using small learning communities to break our large high school environment down into a more manageable level for our incoming freshmen. But in addition to that, we needed them to have that caring environment in every one of their classrooms. So we started using ARC along with our small learning communities. So we're in our second year right now. For us, ARC looks a little bit different. We use them in our teams. So each team has about 120 students who share the same 4 core teachers. So each of the teams has the 4 core teachers, and they have facilitators. So they actually do ARC in their small teams of 4. What it looks like is in each meeting, they'll start by watching a video that has to do with some aspect of relationship building. And then they can continue talking about that, what they've just seen on the video, or they can bring something that they're dealing with in their classrooms to the team. They can talk through that, mentor each other, support each other, problem solve together, which is really effective for us because they share the same students, so they know these kids. So after talking through what we've learned in ARC, they can then go back to their classrooms and feel like they have the team support and they have a strategy to be successful in their classroom, that they can handle their own issues and they don't have to go outside for help. So now I'd like to have Chris George, one of our facilitators, come and talk about ARC from his point of view.
In 2012, 2013, we did not have ARC, and I was one of those teachers that wrote over 60 referrals in that year. I was that teacher. Since ARC, this year, I wrote 4. What ARC has done is it's given us the ability, or given us the skills, and helped us create a safe and nurturing learning environment within our classrooms. Two things I've noticed, most importantly. The first is with a good safe learning environment, students are more willing to share the things that are getting in the way of their learning ability, of what's keeping them back, holding them back. And I'm not talking about things like I forgot my homework. I had a young lady who one day, out of character, completely defiant, in your face, defiant. And so I got the class on task, asked her to step outside, separating the behavior from the student, and talk with the student outside for a moment. And this is what I found out. I found out that the night before she received a call from her mother, and her mother needed her to come get her out of jail. And so she loaded up the baby sister in the back of the car, and she drove downtown, got Mom, who was in no condition to drive. Mom got the passenger seat. She used her phone to navigate back home. This young lady was 14. She'd never been behind the wheel of a car before. She was not able to function that day in class, not able to perform, and I did not know that. But she felt safe enough to share that with me. We were able to give her the help she needed and able to direct help to her, hopefully for a long-term solution. The other thing I've noticed are students who participated in the ARC, with ARC being used by the teachers in the classroom last year. They are clustering together now in their sophomore and will be in their junior year. They are building relationships among themselves. And it's all because of the safe environment that we were able to create, utilizing the SLCs and ARC together. And things have just been much smoother.
Chris, thank you. True caring is not an accident. It's intentional. While some teachers are more relationally gifted than others, getting really good at showing care is a learned behavior. And everyone can learn to do it better. And it's important that we do so. And here's the good news. The time and energy you invest in expanding your capacity for caring will make your job easier, more fun, and exponentially more fulfilling.
Learning how to create a nurturing classroom environment and caring relationships with students doesn't just happen by accident. To truly move the needle in building caring teacher-student relationships across the entire campus, teachers must engage in an intentional ongoing process that is designed to help them become better and better at showing care to kids. The results, in terms of an improved social-emotional school climate and student success, can be a game changer for your school.